Hey, how are you, Ilman?
I'm doing good, bro. How about you, Raj?
Yes, guys, I'm doing well. So, how about you guys, Joshua and Ilman? How are you guys? So, how was your day? Is going on this lockdown?
I'm good, I'm good. Hey, Ilman, how's your business going?
Oh, my business is doing good, but it is quite hard because of the pandemic.
Well, that's great, Ilman. But do you know that the Bank Negara Malaysia has announced the OPR or overnight policy? Means that the interest rate falls from the 3.75% to 1.75%. Does it impact your business in any way?
Due to the pandemic and the commencement of MCO, my retail business is having a downturn. But since the interest rate nowadays at its lowest point, I have to take an advantage in order to sustain in the market. My first ever step is to go with my business plan by applying for loan. Since the interest rate is quite low, the payback amount will be much lower than before. My other step is try to export my goods to other places, especially to countries with higher currency exchange rate. As our country interest rate is now low, so does our currency rate. So by exporting goods to higher currency rate country, my business able to make quite a profit from the currency rate exchange. And my last move to sustain in the market is by doing promotion, which can easily attract buyers to spend on my goods. During the pandemic, many people have dilemma either to save their money or to spend it, which will give my business an advantage to attract them to spend on my business.
Oh, that's great, Ilman. But how about you, Raj? How is your investment going?
So, guys, not like a business or savings. The investment has a different impact from the increasing of reduction of the interest rate. Okay, the reduction of the OPR from 3.25 to 1.75% by the Bank Negara Malaysia has caused a huge impact on investments such as stock markets or real estate investment trust 2020. This is because mainly the interest rate is the main determinant of investments. As the interest rate falls, the rate of the bonds will increases. They have an inverse relationship and look like more attractive. But everyone should know that as the interest rate increases, the investors must pay a high face value and coupon payment for the bonds they have bought when the interest rate reduced. That's why I would say that it will be more riskier than the returns for the investors when they invest in bonds or securities when the interest rate falls. But guys, this situation can be overcome by few ways. For example, the investors should invest in preferred securities for both of their stocks and bonds. Moreover, the local investors must be more selective when do investments during the reduction of interest rate. Lastly, the government should do an early announcement about the changes in the interest rate as the investors could be more aware of it and took any steps to overcome their problems. That's why guys I say that the investment has a different impacts compared to the business and savings when the interest rate change. Thank you.
Well, guys, you know that I don't own a business or interested in investment like you guys. I prefer saving my money. But yeah, the reduction in interest rates definitely affected my savings as well. But we cannot blame the government, right? Because they're just doing what's good for us. They're just trying to improve our economical stability back from how it used to be. But I just have to do some researches and find some good ways to how to cope with this situation right now. So I have a few ways. I just want to share it with you guys. Firstly, if you guys ever want to save, go for fixed rates. Do not go for floating rates, because if you guys go for fixed rates, it will not affect you in any way if there was another pandemic or any inflation or anything. And secondly, if you guys ever want to save, just be aware of what's happening around you, what's happening around all around the world, what's happening in your neighbor country. If you see something is coming like a pandemic or new disease or natural disasters, you will have a decent time to save whatever you have, to take necessary actions to protect your money. And yeah, also, as you guys always advise me to get into business and investment, I think this might be a right time to have more than one source of income. Investments have really gone up high, such for companies like companies that manufacture face masks, company that manufacture sanitizers. We can really use to invest in that kind of companies as well. Well, that's all that I learned in this pandemic time.
Oops, sorry guys, I have to end our conversation right now because since this is Deepavali, there are a few guests that visited to my house, so I have to receive them. So I will catch up with you all guys later. So bye.
Oh, it's okay then. Maybe I'll call you guys again tonight and we can continue discuss about this.